Okay guys, I got just a little update video on the progress of the lab. So as you can see, I've now enclosed the space. I have lots of shelf brackets. This is going to be storage for chemicals, power supplies, anodes, anything else associated with the process. And then shelf bracket there for the power supplies, the little workbench area. And then the window is roughed in. My new chemical blower fan, which I'll show you in a sec, is going to go right here. And the regenerative blower is going to go right here. So the components that weigh the most and have the most sort of moving parts are solidly, they're on a solid surface there. I don't want to put components like that on shelf brackets. And I want to keep things off the floor so that it's easy to clean. So the floor is now level, and let's see, the floor is level. I'm going to tile it. As you can see, I got some cheap 98 cents per square foot ceramic tiles, costing me about $14 per box. So this room is going to take approximately 100 square feet. You can see the walls are a mess because my first pour of the self-level did not go very smoothly. But I was able to fix it, 12 bags, and then I poured another 8 bags in order to get the level I need in the room. So now what I need to do is slope the concrete, slope some concrete down, some self-bonding concrete. I've got that here. That's a top and bond self-bonding concrete. Well, I can up to 1.25, 1.25 inch. I can raise it up to a 1.25 inch. So what I'm going to do here is create a ramp so that I can roll my drums up into the space. And then what I'm going to do is dry lay all the tiles, score my lines. This is my very first tile job, so I'm taking my time. I'm going to dry lay everything, cut everything, and then I cheaped out on the tile and I went with a more expensive, here you can see here, I went with a more expensive mortar, Ultimate Crack Prevention. So this was about $60 a bag. The cheaper mortar, I think the cheaper mortars were about half the price. But that was my sort of compromise there. So the drums are, I don't know if these chemicals are going to be any good once I get them into the lab and filter them, but one step at a time. I upgraded the fan on my blower system to an 8-inch, and it works really, really well. So I still have to build the hoods, but the suction is just fantastic on these things. So I got a 4-inch blast gate there, and then some clips to hold the blast gate in place, a plastic spacer there, and then the HVAC is all taped, 2 screws, tape. So I'm really happy with this system I've set up here. And then what else? I have a new mechanical room with lots of really solid shelving and storage for my tools. So eventually I will put a door on that. There's the door right there. I've got some doors for this opening here. You can see I've been trimming and painting and doing a lot of construction related things. And then I redesigned this area over here. I now have a work table, more solid shelving, and generally things are just going to be a lot cleaner and more organized down here. I even painted my boiler pipes. So bear with me. 5 months ago I had started building this, and what happened is I realized I needed to put some time into the space. So having the level floor in the lab is going to be a big deal. And then I put about What is this? About $3,200 for this chemical resistant centrifugal fan. It's got a 7-inch squirrel cage, plastic squirrel cage inside there. I think you can see it in there. So what I'm going to do is create an exhaust manifold, but I'm not quite at the stage where I'm ready to work with plastic yet. I really just sort of finished the drywall work about a week and a half ago. And next I'm going to finish the floors. I'm going to move these tables back up against the wall, paint the floor underneath the tables, and order some plastic for the shelving in the lab, paint these doors, and that's about it. So everything here is just sitting and waiting. I'm not going to use these now because they definitely changed shape. I'll melt those back down. But I'm almost at the stage where I can, once I got the tile set, clean up the walls, I can set up the shelves. This is going to be a high density polyethylene, a 1/2 inch plastic shelving. And then I also have new electrical. So the chemical fan is going to hardwire. This electrical here, so 15 amps, 15 amps. Even though I don't really need 15 amps, for example, the chemical resistant blower requires about 3 amps. So I will hardwire that, and yeah, slowly but surely things are coming along down here. Pretty much renovated my whole basement at this point. Alright, so I guess another video when I have this all finished. Or maybe I'll make a video on the tile setting. Alright.